Now let's see how we can create a method. Creating a method in Java is pretty simple. You just need to use a valid access specifier, a return type, and the name of the method. Name of the method follow the same convention and rules that we use basically in the variables and class declaration. So here, let me use a method. I will use it is a public. Let me use a void. I'm not using any kind of access specifier. So it is not returning anything. Void means don't return anything. And here I will use add occupation method. So it will just print that, okay, the occupation has been added. So here I will use system.out.println, and it says occupation is added. Now, my friends, how we can access this particular method? Okay, pretty simple. In the variable, we are using a dot operator. Same thing you can do with the occupation. You can use p dot add occupation and save it. And when you run it, you will get the output that says the occupation is added. Now, as you can see, we are not using any kind of access modifier. Okay, we will talk about the access modifier soon in upcoming chapters. Now let's see, suppose I want to print this name. Okay, so occupation, and we will set the occupation from the test class, and here let me print something. Let's say occupation is plus, I will concatenate it, occupation. Now as you can see out here, we are trying to print this particular string variable value. Now where this is going to become? This is going to become from this test class. All right. So here we have we know the gender, we know the age, we know the name. Let me add the occupation that says the occupation. Here I will add here, let's say, the software engineer. So this is something means the occupation variable has been set. Now when we call it like this, you will see the occupation is software engineer because the p.occupation variable has been set. So this is already initialized, okay, from the test class, and here we are using the occupation. And my friends, in the methods, you can also pass the parameters. So suppose I want to set this occupation value with this parameter value. How I can use, let's say, string is my parameter, let's say OCCU, okay, and now I'm going to set this value from the test class, and whatever the value come, I will initialize this value to my occupation here, OCCU, like this. Now as you can see, means now I need to remove something here. I will just not use this part, and here we are setting occupation from here. I will just comment this part, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set this occupation variable value of the person by using this add occupation and passing the argument, okay, we're calling the argument from here. So when you call it, that means you are calling with an argument, a quotient, and here you are collecting that value here in OCCU. Now here what will happen, I will use p.occupation here, p.add occupation, and let's say the software engineer. Right. So what happened, my friends? This is an argument of a string that we are passing, and this argument will be collected here as a value of this parameters. Okay, that is OCCU in a software engineer, and we are initializing this OCCU in the occupation. Now the person's occupation will become the software engineer, and when I run it here, you can see the difference. Okay, here you need to run it from the test. Let me save it because the person class doesn't have a main method. Now let me run it. So here you can see the occupations. Now we will talk about more about the methods and identifier in upcoming chapters.